folks, shintigercurl here, that dude in the straw hat, bringing you yet another awesome video. It is currently 7:15 a.m. Central Standard Time, and even though it's a bit earlier than what I'm used to, it's time for, once again, my live reactions to the newest chapter of One Piece. I didn't expect to do this video today, but I looked on my bookmarks and found that One Piece had updated today, so that means new chapter out. Now, okay. Now, of course, I already showed you, and sorry, I just woke up like 10 minutes ago, so I'm still waking up, but still, I had to provide this video for you just so you guys who are fans of One Piece and fans of mine know that how awesome this series is. But anyway, if you want to read it for yourself, go ahead. Also, make sure to check out my Countdown to Pirate Warriors 3 series where I profile all the major characters in that game. So, let's get started. Last time on Last time on One Piece, news continued to spread of Luffy and Law's defeat of the Joker, Don Quixote do Flamingo, with reactions ranging from fellow supernovas to other pirates to even Kaido himself, and now the Fleet Admiral Sakazuki has issued an order to Fujitora to capture Straw Hat Luffy and Law as his partners. So anyway, so we go on to One Piece, chapter 794, SABO'S Adventure, or yes, SABO'S Adventure. Of course, as you can see on the cover, the commission request this time is of a bunch of toys fighting in front of Doflamingo. That's nice. And then you can see, and he's without his glasses, so there's that. Hold on, of course I had to. Okay, I had to save it. So let's move on. All right, start with a town east of Dressrosa, Carta Hill, Quiros' home. Oh, it seems that it seems that this is what the Straw Hats recovering. So okay, we got Don't Get Up, Robin. I just came to say my goodbyes. Oh, and we got a little shot of all the Straw Hats recovering from their little battles. And look, apparently Sabo's about to leave, so she's like, and Robin's like, "Oh, you're leaving already?" It's like the CP Zeros are coming back here, and we're the target. So let's see, these last few days have been messy for Dressrosa. You guys ought to get out of here as soon as possible too. And of course, Zoro drinking alcohol like a champ. It's like he's surprised that Luffy had another brother, as well as, oh shit, damn, Frankie, you looking all kinds of fucked up. Hold on, I gotta show you this. See, look at that. Look at that. He's getting this old Terminator 1 thing going on, yep. And it looks like he's just doing some minor repairs to himself. But yeah, Frankie took a major beating when he fought Senior Pink, so. Yeah, and Frankie's like, this was a shocker too, because, well, Luffy really doesn't talk about his family all that much unless it really comes up. And he's out cold, so Usopp's out cold, Quiros is unconscious. Oh, there's Bart Mello, he's out of it. No, wait, that's not Bart Mello, that's Bellamy. So good to see Bellamy survived. And of course, Law is out cold, so. And Sabo's like, I've let him believe he was dead. I let him believe I was dead the whole time. And we go into a little small flashback. Like, we were such wild kids back then. Ace, Luffy, and I drove old man Garp nuts, especially to talk about becoming pirates. Exchanged cups and became brothers. One day I got into an accident, or should I say an incident, and shows the flashback of Sabo trying to save Blue Bit from being burned to the ground. And he runs into Luffy's father. And course, they flash back to when to him and having that accident, and his face getting all kinds of fucked up, and he gets saved by Dragon. And oh, hey, Von Koff, hey, what's going on? How long did you keep me waiting? Sorry. And he brought him aboard the ship. Yep, and this shows how he, like we all thought, that's how he got that nasty ass scar on his face. Let's see. Oh, and apparently he couldn't. And Ivankov is telling him that his memories aren't coming back because he can't remember his own name. And someone says your name is Sabo, and even though Dragon said he was a noble from the Goya Kingdom, they said he says he doesn't want to go back. Okay, we'll go back to the present, and Zoro's like, oh, you lost all, so you lost all your memories? I've got one thing though, the strong feeling of not wanting to go back to my parents, but other than that, nothing. Frankie says, wow, you must have taken some time. They must have taken that time to come back. It was Ace that told me everything, at least I believe so, and he said to me, you're Sabo, a brother of mine and Luffy's. That was the worst possible timing ever, but I wasn't exactly why he chose me. Alright, and of course, the report on the summit of the Summit War is out. It's about Whitebeard's defeat. Is Eva so okay? There's no reports of him being dead, but... And so so his memories were still... No wonder he didn't join up with the fight. His memories were still jacked up from that incident. So Whitebeard and Fire Fist Ace have died. And apparently the revolutionaries didn't know that Luffy was Dragon's son. And as he's looking at Sabo, we have a picture of some scenes of Sabo looking at Ace's picture, and his memory is slowly returning. And of course, Koala can tell something's wrong because apparently they're close friends. And the details are and he's just crying. Wow. And yeah, and he just lets out a no, and yeah, it sucks. And all the memories just came flooding back at that instant. It says like that person they spoke of wasn't some random pirate, and he wasn't some cursed offspring of the great pirate everyone spoke of. Ace was my brother. And he wakes up, and Koala's by his side, as well as Scratch or Patch. I forgot the guy's name. I'm sorry. I like this guy. And they thought he was dying. Apparently he had a really bad fever, and he slept for 3 days straight. And Koala asks if he's leaving. He's like, he's like, he wants to talk to Dragon. Right, 2 years later, and we finally get what happens. And we finally flash forward to what happened when Sabo came back to the Kuroda Coliseum. He's like, "It's me, Luffy." Huh? It's me. What are you talking about? Listen, the flare fruit is the embodiment of Ace. I'm gonna have to fight you for it. You're gonna have to fight me for it. And I'm not. And don't you see the beard? I'm not Luffy. I'm Lucy. So yeah. And he's like, come on. There's no way I wouldn't recognize my own little brother disguised or not. Little brother? The only person who called me little brother was another brother of mine. And yep. And he finally realized it. And Luffy flew like 20 feet back. He's like, no way! Don't tell me you've forgotten we stole the Don Sake. Wait, oh, look. That's what I love about Luffy. Oda draws him so expressive. He can express so much without really saying much. He just says Sabo. You can look on his face. He just looks so friggin' happy. He just, that just warms my heart. And he's like, I'm happy you're still alive, Luffy. But and Luffy's like, but Sabo, I watched Ace die in front of me. Yeah, Ace is gone, but you're still alive, and that's all that matters. I nearly lost both my brothers without being able to do anything. If I had lost you too, I'd be all alone. So thank you for surviving. So do you think you can I can have the flare fruit? And Luffy nods. Yeah, you can take it. I wouldn't have it any other way. And Sabo gets up and he realizes it's time for him to leave. And he's just happy to see Luffy. And he gives him a Viviri card. For those of you who don't know, there's special cards made in the New World, like special pieces of paper that has pieces of a person's hair in it. And as long as you have a piece of that paper, it will always move or point to the person whose hair has it. So it's a good way of keeping track of them. It also tells you how well they're doing. Like if it's burning a little bit, you can tell that they're in bad condition or they're dying, what have you. So at least this way he can keep. He gives a whole page to him so he can keep a piece. And he's like, just like Ace, he says, Luffy might be quite a handful, but please do take good care of him. Yeah, he's Luffy's brother, and Frankie's crying and fucking up with his cybernetics. And oh yeah, Zoro brings up something. He says, "Hey, it says Ace said something like that too, you know." So he's walking away, and he gets a call from Hack, and Hack asks how Luffy was doing, and so we got. So he says they were good to go anytime. So apparently their mission is done, and they are on their way to their next adventure. And he looks forward to meeting them again. Ah, shit. And this is a sentence no One Piece fan likes to hear. I'll just show you to you. No OP next week. That means no new One Piece next week. Oda's taking a week off, which sucks. Oh my god. That's the worst thing a One Piece fan can hear. But yeah, that was the newest chapter of One Piece. So, what have we learned? We learned the reason that we haven't heard from Ace in such a long time is because he lost his memory for the good majority of his time with the revolutionaries. We showed how he integrated himself with the revolutionaries and how he acted and presumably how he commanded. We also found out that after he only found out his memories came back after seeing Ace's picture and finding out that he's dead, and he came back and we saw their meeting. We saw Sabo and Luffy's meeting for the first time at Kuroda Coliseum. We didn't see it. All we had was Luffy's reaction face, but we didn't get to hear a conversation between the two. So it's good to see. And also, that we found out where the Straw Hats have been holed up this entire time, which is Kuros' old home. So that was a good chapter. Shame that we won't have One Piece next week, so you won't be able to see this show. But like before, if you like what you see, link, comment, subscribe below. Got any questions, comments, or just want to talk One Piece? Leave them below. I'll get back to you. Want to support the channel? Just give a nice little flare punch to the like button, or click on one of the ads around the screen. They really do help out. If you want to donate directly, you know what to do. Drop one in there. Oh, it really does help with me saving up for Pirate Warriors 3. Also, in the annotation up here, check out the my countdown to Pirate Warriors 3 series. I've heard good things about it. Apparently, people think it's good, so check it out when you have a chance. So, until next time, it's shintigercurl, that dude in the straw hat, saying good morning, and Sabo, I can't wait to